worst of all, he was bullied. Teachers told him he'd never amount to anything. One day, Erik's older brother introduced him to Bitcoin, a new type of internet money. It was weird, nerdy, and no one really understood it. But Erik, he saw something others didn't, so he made a bold move. He took $1,000 from his grandmother, money that was supposed to be for college, and invested all of it in Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was trading at just $10 per coin. Chapter 2: The roller coaster ride to riches. Bitcoin, at that time, wasn't a guaranteed success. It was a wild bet. People laughed at the idea of digital money. But Erik had a gut feeling, and he held onto his investment. Over the next few years, Bitcoin slowly started gaining traction. By 2013, Bitcoin's price had surged past $1,000 per BTC, meaning Erik's investment was now worth over $100,000. That's when he made a huge decision. Instead of cashing out and playing it safe, Erik dropped out of school at just 15 years old. Crazy, right? But he had a plan. He convinced his parents to let him skip school if he could prove he could be successful without it. So, what did he do? He took his Bitcoin profits and launched his own startup called Botangle, an online education platform designed to help students learn in a way that actually worked for them, something he never found in school. But here's where things get interesting. Chapter 3: The big bet that made him a millionaire. Even though Botangle was a great idea, Erik soon faced a tough choice. He needed more money to grow his company. That's when an investor approached him with an offer. Either take $100,000 in cash or take it in Bitcoin. Now, most people would take the cash, right? But Erik, he believed in Bitcoin, so he took the Bitcoin instead. And that one decision changed everything. Bitcoin continued skyrocketing in value, and by 2017, it exploded past $2,700 per BTC. Erik's holdings had now crossed the $1 million mark, making him one of the youngest Bitcoin millionaires in history at just 18 years old. He had done it. He had proven the world wrong. Chapter 4: Living the millionaire life. Now a self-made millionaire, Erik did what any 18-year-old with a fortune would do. He lived it up. He traveled the world, meeting tech billionaires and influencers. He bought a luxury sports car, because why not? He even went to Wall Street dressed in a hoodie, trolling the financial elite by saying, "I did what you guys couldn't." But Erik wasn't just about spending money. He had a bigger vision. He launched new businesses, continued to invest in crypto, and even took on education reform, advocating for alternative learning methods instead of traditional schools. Chapter 5: The controversial side of Erik Finman. But Erik's success wasn't without controversy. As he became more famous, his opinions became more extreme. He called college a scam, told people to drop out of school, and even said things like, "If you're smart, you don't need school." Some people saw him as a genius, a revolutionary thinker. Others thought he was reckless, giving dangerous advice to young people. Despite the criticism, Erik kept pushing forward. He continued working on projects, and while some succeeded, others failed. But one thing was clear: he wasn't afraid to take risks. Chapter 6: Where is Erik Finman today? So, what happened to Erik Finman? Today, he's still involved in crypto and tech. He launched a Bitcoin-based startup called Freedom Phone, aimed at offering a secure and private mobile experience. However, the project received mixed reviews, but love him or hate him, One thing is undeniable: Erik Finman made history. He didn't just make millions. He became a symbol of what's possible when you take risks and think differently. Final thoughts. What can we learn from Erik's story? Erik's journey teaches us some valuable lessons. Spot opportunities early. He saw Bitcoin's potential before most people did. Take calculated risks instead of taking cash. He bet on Bitcoin, and it paid off. Believe in yourself. Everyone told him he'd fail, but he proved them wrong. Traditional paths aren't for everyone. While dropping out of school isn't for everyone, Erik's story shows that success isn't always tied to a degree. Now, here's a question for you. If you were in Erik's shoes back in 2011, would you have taken the risk and invested in Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insane success stories from the world of crypto. Rocket, see you in the next one. A teenage Bitcoin millionaire, Erik Finman's wild journey to wealth. Imagine being 12 years old, taking $1,000 and turning it into over $1 million before you even graduate high school. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But for Erik Finman, this wasn't just a dream, it was his reality today. We're diving deep into the wild